Hey guys, so today we're going to be continuing with the Brave API. So in today's video we're going to be going through image search. So I basically made an HTML interface for it, so you can put whatever search whatever word you want and you'll get images related to that. And I've used both HTML and Jinja templates in this. So here we go. So here you can see another program. So today basically we're just going to be like making a more friendly interface for the image search. So basically I've just used HTML. So if I just run this, so I've just used HTML so that here, so when I run this, then you can see I've used HTML to make this interface. And then if I enter anything in my search query, then it gives the URL to those images. So this is basically I'm using Brave API. So here, and here what I've also done is I've added so here we have search results.html and index.html. So both of those are HTML files which I'm using to make this work. So that, for example, how I'm pressing when I press the submit button, then how it's running and bringing me the results and so on. So here first I'm importing everything I need. Then I'm creating an instance of app. Then I'm using app as a decorator and defining the different methods I'm going to be using, so get and post. Then here I'm creating a function to search the images. Then if the request method is post, then here it's query is equal to request.form and then query. Then the headers to call the API. And the only required one is the subscription token, which you'll have to make your own. Then here the URL for Brave API. After that, I'm using the get method to call the API. Then I'm converting the response to JSON, and here I'm defining an empty list called results. Then if the key results and data is in data, so then I'm starting a for loop, which is basically parsing it so I get all the URLs. So here I'm getting the URL and then the respective titles. So title is basically I just run this again. So title is basically the text that shows. So here, if I run this again, then title is simply in this one, pretty flowers or autumn flowers in bloom and so on. So that's basically title, and then the URL, so basically the hyperlink. Then here I'm appending everything into the result list, which I've defined over here. After that, here if condition is not true, then it's return render template and then search results.html. So we'll go through that in a second. And then this return is basically over here for this if condition. So if the request method is not post and it's get, because those are the only two methods, then it should go straight down here to return render template index.html. And finally, we have running the app on my device. So basically, I'm just running the app on this device. Next, we're going to go through the HTML files. So here we have index.html first. So I've already gone through the main bits over here, for example, head, title, body, header 1, and so on. Then basically here I have form and then method is equal to post and the action. So action is basically in the URL. So if I just press on this, so the action is basically that. So in the URL, slash basically. Then label is for query. So then the search query, so basically this label over here. And then I have the input box and the type is text. And then the ID and name is query. And it's required basically means that if I just do it like this, empty, then it's just required. So I need to fill out that field. And then the button type is submit. So if I just hover over it, then like submit basically like submits the form data to the server. And then so its type is basically like to submit the data. And then here basically search is like the word I made, the word I've written inside the button. And then I'm closing everything. And after that we have this file. So here I have title search results, then the header one search results. Then here I'm using a bit of Jinja templates. So here we have like if results, then for results and results. So this is basically how you define like Jinja templates with the curly bracket and then the percentage symbol. Then here we have div and then a href. So basically here I have like the request.url and then the target blank. So target blank is basically like to open. So here it's basically like if I do flowers again and search, then target blank is basically like if when I press on it, it opens in a new tab. So for example, if I just take this bit away, and then if I try again, after refreshing it, so I'll refresh it and then flowers, search. And now if I try, so you see it just opens in the same tab. After that, we have like the paragraph, so like result title, and then I'm closing everything. Then I'm ending like the for loop from over here, and then the else. And else is basically that there was no result found. And after that, we have the search again.